Well, here's an example why not to use plastic cans, because I must have had this a couple years. I actually just put it on the ground, not that hard. I didn't drop it or nothing. The whole damn contents just poured out. I got most of the Marvel Mystery Oil, just went all over the place, man, inside the shed. This is how they used to come, here in a steel can. And I got this in my bike in a saddlebag in a steel can. It's a round one, and it's probably like 30 years old, and I just keep refilling it. Never breaks, never leaks, never screws up. And I had another one of these damn things. I stepped on it, actually, and it busted the whole thing. This I didn't step on. It was a smaller one like this. But, you know, the only disadvantage of these stupid things, now, if you're putting oil in it, it ain't going to rust because you're going to get some oil on the outside. So why are they doing this shit? Because they're buttheads, that's why. Some bean counter said, I'm going to save 3 cents on a can or 1 cent on a can. And they did this shit. And you, as the end consumer, get screwed. But, you know, even if you got these things and say it gets rusty on the bottom, you got chassis saver, man. Slap some chassis saver on it. And tell you the truth, I'm going to go on the online and I'm going to go find some freaking steel cans, and I'm going to chassis saver the shit out of the freaking bottoms of the cans where they rust. And I'm going to do that shit because I am done with this bullshit. Because this happened to a small one like this that was full, and it happened to this puppy, and it totally, I mean, I must have freaking used up almost a gallon of this shit just pouring out. You know, most of it's gone because of that big split. And you know what? This is the deal that's going to happen with 90% of the freaking crap that you own today. Whether it's a car, which is a bunch of plastic garbage, as soon as you tap it, you know, you get a little freaking fender bender to today's cars. You know, the fenders fly off, the bumper flies off, the hood flies off, and all those parts are expensive, especially if it's a piece of shit, bring my wallet BMW or Mercedes, you know. So, plastic is junk. That's all I got to tell you. And by the way, this is the Harley, and this might have a little HHO on it, by the way, in the future, but I had this can for freaking, I don't know, maybe, probably more than 30 years. Been reusing it, never broke, never once. I always put a little Marvel Mystery Oil in a gas tank. Now, if I was using some plastic shit and I had it in here, it'd be all over the saddlebag. The freaking leather would rot, and I'd have to get a new saddlebag, even though these things are freaking 30 years old themselves or more. Actually, whatever the hell they are, 25 years old. It's in 89. So, anyway, old school works. New school plastic shit is a piece of junk, and that goes along with plastic radiators, which this is not one of them, but I'm hearing all these new cars got plastic radiators. They're pieces of shit. I am not buying anything freaking new unless it's made out of metal. And that includes shit that comes in containers. That includes shit that comes in containers. That includes even these stupid ass, these things. They ain't even that great. I got some steel ones too.